Okay, I'm seeing me. Yo, first on my throat dry out. But nah, seriously, I just need to share some with you guys because this shit is deep. Like I learn something every day, and I'm super grateful. Like yo, I'm grateful. What? It's crazy. So let me share this with y'all. The thing is, right when I was found out I was pregnant with my oldest daughter, I was 16 years old. Whoever know me know I was a good girl. You feel me? So it was like I was really a good girl that like kind of turned bad, and that's because the shit like around me. So anyway, with that being said, when I got pregnant with her, I was 16 years old, and me and her dad had just like stopped talking and stuff. So I'm not gonna put him under the bus and shit. And long story short, I just had myself when I was 16. You feel me? Her dad, we wasn't together, and my mom was a crackhead, and my dad was in prison, and I was just projects from living in projects, coming from the suburbs. So anyway, I just had myself, like, because the whole world was basically against me, telling me I should get an abortion. But I didn't believe that. I believed in self. And just for some reasons, like, and I was living in Trenton where they was free. I believed in that I was supposed to keep my child. Like, if that was right. And I believed that. Even though I didn't have nobody to love as a kid. And, eventually everybody came around. Everybody came around. And I've been going through a tough time in my life lately. I say the past almost 2 years. And it's like, don't nobody in the world understand me right now. Nobody. Nobody. And I thought I'd never live in a world like that. Like, what? Nobody understands me. And I was losing it. And I'm in the process of building myself back up. I talked to my children today, my two oldest girls, my 11-year-old and my 9-year-old. She'll be 9 on the 2nd, September. But anyway, I talked to my oldest daughter, my 11-year-old, and I'm just down, I'm crying. My girls are smiling, they strong, just like their mommy. And my daughter told me, she said, Mom, I want you to get yourself together. She said, you got this. And when she said that, my daughter said she prayed for me every night, and she said, you got this. So meaning, it don't matter what the fuck it is you going through, you know what's right and you know what's wrong because you feel it. God allowed it. He shows you. You feel it. You feel right and you feel wrong. And I felt right. I knew I felt right. And eventually everybody came along. And right now, the whole world against me is like the courts, the people, and they telling me, yo, you're wrong. Or you need to be this or you need to be that. How the fuck can you tell me about me when I'm me? I'm living inside me. This is me. You cannot tell me who I am. I gotta tell you who I am. You can't fucking tell me who I am. And when my oldest daughter, when my child told me, Mom, you got this. She's smiling telling me that. You know why? Because I got this. And I've raised some kids to make them think that depends what what's right or wrong, period. I don't care what people say you can or can't do. My kids know they can't use can't around me. They can't use that word can't. The same shit I put into my kids, my daughter really had to remind me who I am. Yo, when I say I'm about to win, I'm about to win on top of win. Not to shit on nobody. To show you how to win too. Stop playing. You get one fucking life, yo. Can't nobody tell you who you are, yo. That comes from inside. When I was a kid, that came from inside. I knew what was right. I knew what was right. And eventually everybody came around. Right now, I know what's right. You can't nobody tell me what's right. I know what's right. And eventually you all come around. And you learn from it. And you live your best life. That's all you get is one. Thank you for listening.